Stay tuned. Invent this next.
For the price of a modest, middle-sized car, you got a flying machine.
It's called the dining table of the future, and the future is now.
In New York City, if you can crack a smile, you're doing well, and that's one thing everybody will do, they'd smile. Revolutionary new toys from the future. Have a spin. I was always thinking of inventing things. I was always looking for a better way to do things. The thing that was most surprising was that they didn't look like tops, because tops always have one single axis of spin. Because they are totally new and tops are such a universal toy, one of 3 universal toys on the planet, balls, dolls, and tops have been found everywhere. It's, to me, very fascinating just to see how other people react to them just like I did. It's a discovery. My sister always said that as a child, I would say I want to grow up and be an inventor. One of the things that I really wanted badly for Christmas one year was Parker Brothers' Inventor's Game. I was really happy when Santa left it under the tree for me. Every spring, my sisters and I would beg my father to set up the dome in the backyard. I was always fascinated by the shape. I was fascinated with Bucky's life because from a young age, he was making things and inventing. He called himself Guinea Pig B. He often talks about the primary structural systems of the universe, and it sounded to me like a key to understanding a lot of things. We're conditioned to think in squares and cubes. Buildings that we live in, but really nature's not using blocks to build, it's using spheres. I realized immediately I wanted models myself so I could see.
Stand clear of the closing doors,
please. One day when I was down in Chinatown, I saw some acrylic spheres for sale, and I realized that those would be perfect to make models from. Besides the fact that they were very beautiful, I realized that there was a structural stability based on the spherical arrangement. The first thing that I did with them was I stacked them up. One day, I knocked the table and the stack fell over, and one of the models was spinning on the ground. It was a brief spin, but I noticed it right away. I immediately took another, and soon I had all of them spinning there, and I looked at them and I said, I should patent that as the top. The response that I got was always, they really loved them, but one day a friend of mine said, well, why don't you just do it yourself? What are you waiting for? So I started selling them in the streets of New York City, where I live.
World's first spinning top with more than one axis to spin.
Set up a table and start spinning.
Step right up.
One person stopped, a group would form, and I'd have a whole group of people spinning tops. In New York City, if you can crack a smile, you're doing well, and that's one thing everybody would do, they'd smile. When the patent finally issued, I sent a press kit to the columnist for the New York Times patents column. She loved them. When the article came out, the response was overwhelming. I got over 18,000 hits on my website that day, and the phone didn't stop ringing and the orders didn't stop coming in. One of the things that resulted was that I got a phone call the next week from the president of Duncan Toys. Duncan Toys is famous for yo-yos, but as WR said to me on the phone that day, we make tops too, you know. We make tops. One of the things that I really wanted to do was to include the ideas with the toys. The thing that came immediately to mind was trading cards. Pokemon was very big at that time, so instead of giving them a lot of worthless information about imaginary creatures, I thought giving them very good information about the primary structural systems of the universe was something more interesting. To see people playing with them, buying them, recognizing them, it's a fascinating thing to be completely struck by the way that they spin.
Two separate worlds. One shadow, one light. Where the difference between life and death is a few inches of metal. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, only for Nintendo GameCube. Rated T for teen.
I want to give the coolest gifts this year. So I want the latest technology, great prices, and lots to choose from.
Don't we all?
Right now at Circuit City, all 3-megapixel digital cameras are on sale. Save on Canon, Olympus, Nikon, and more. Like this 3-megapixel Kodak with a free starter kit. Just $99.99 before savings. Now at Circuit City.
Enjoy computer and video games? Train now for a career in this $7 billion industry. That's right, Brown College is now offering career training in game design and development. At Brown College, you can train to take your ideas from concept to completion and beyond. With over 230 million video games sold last year, game makers need talented, trained people to create the next generation of games. Turn your dreams into reality with career training in game design and development. Call Brown College now. Classes are starting soon. Call 800-766-2010. That's 800-766-2010.
Multi-State Insurance Company.
Hello, I'd like a car insurance quote, please. Yeah, hi. Hello. Yeah, I'd like a quote, please. Can I have a car insurance quote? Need a quote. Yeah, I'm looking for a car insurance quote, please. Quote, please. Just need a quote.
Hey, think easier. Think Progressive. We give you our direct rate for car insurance, plus the rates of other top companies instantly. Go to Progressive.com.
She has a secret. He has a secret. They all have a secret. Now we're blowing the lid off the best body-shaping, calorie-burning secret weapon in America with the million-selling Gazelle. And this once-in-a-lifetime special offer. You can burn total body calories, tone total body muscle with virtually no impact. Last year, Tony Little made TV history by offering the Gazelle's $14.95 30-day test drive. Call now and for just $14.95, test drive the Gazelle in your own home, not for 30 days, but for a full 60 days. But wait, this deal just got even better. Take advantage of this TV offer and shipping is free. Save almost $35 and get the Gazelle risk-free in your home for a full 60 days. Call now and your Elite will come with this Power Pistons Resistance Package that adjusts easily for beginners, intermediate, and advanced. Over 1 million happy customers can't be wrong. Once you try the Gazelle, you'll be just as crazy about it as they are. Don't miss out. Discover the secret to getting in shape with the Gazelle Elite. Call and get yours right now.
The screensavers next.
My name is Harold D. Hart. I'm retired, 70 years old. Y'all have made it to Texas yet?
Oh, yeah. Come all the way back to these barbecue.
Oh, okay. I know this fella. Hey, Floyd, good to see you. And wanting to create something that's not there, you know, to be helpful. I guess that accounts for me working on different things, in particular this table with the integral dishwasher. It's called the dining table of the future, and the future is now. I thought there should be a better way to manage the kitchen.
Would all you guys like tea? Yes, please. It doesn't take too long. You have to plan a little ahead.
And today it's got even more important to change things in the kitchen because of our modern lifestyle.
Wasn't it, Dad? I think it's a great idea. I was waiting for him to install it right over there.
If it had something to help out with these daily chores that would cut it down 60%, I'd say that should be a good idea. It is a good idea, and I'm going for it.
I guess he's had this ambition, just like you might want to climb Mount Everest. Sometimes he would hook it up with the water and everything, and it would have a little leak, and I would go down and say, "What you doing?" And he'd be doing something with screws, and he'd get agitated if I stayed around too long.
I guess you could call this the Boneyard, discarded work, and there's a top that didn't work, wasn't stable. This was another design. It wasn't the answer to what I was looking for, so sometimes a lot of failures can get to you a little bit, you know, but you have to start all over again and go from that point.
Several nights, he would slip out of the house at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I guess he got a brainstorm about an idea. He'd be down there working.
The mind has to be receptive when it passes through there that, boy, this sounds good. Why didn't I think of this before, you know?
Boy, that was a good day when he said, I got it. Here we go. Everything is all ready.
They're good and clean.
He's not listening. He's a pretty smart man. Tell him I said so.
Drive, throw stuff, switch. For a limited time, get Mario Kart Double Dash free when you buy a Nintendo GameCube for $99.99. Rated everyone.
I told you to turn at the first tree. Go right. Wait, left. I said right. Oh, just make a U-turn.
Get turn-by-turn directions and get where you're going faster with the only GPS navigation system that's built into your phone.
Turn left. Turn right.
Only Nextel phones tell you where to go. Sign up for Telenav now and get 1 month free. Call 8778 Nextel to shop or find a store. Act now and buy one, get one free. Call 8778 Nextel now.
Weekends are special, so Enterprise has special weekend rates from $9.99 a day. Rent Friday to Monday from just $9.99 a day. Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
The worst part was the pressure. Phone calls at home, phone calls at work, letters in the mail.
It was nice to help. Since Debt Free works with thousands of creditors, we got his interest lowered and his penalties eliminated.
Every day, thousands of people call Debt Free, a nonprofit organization.
I was snapping at everyone, on edge all the time. I just didn't know how to deal with it.
I think it was the first good news she'd heard in a long time. I explained everything Debt Free could do to help her, and we figured out she could pay off her debts in 5 years and still have money left over every month.
I wanted to do something. I just didn't know where to start.
I showed her she could make just one monthly payment, and she didn't need to borrow money to do it.
Stop running from debt. Call Debt Free today.
I'm back to my old self. I'm glad I called Debt Free.
I'm not snapping at people anymore.
If you're overwhelmed by debt, gather your bills and call Debt Free now.
I'm getting out of debt, and I'm doing it myself. And I'm pretty proud of that.
I'm Matthew Lesko, and my new book will tell you how to tell bill collectors to go shove it! My new book shows you 4,000 government programs that you can use to pay your bills and get out of debt forever! Get $2,000 to pay your rent or mortgage, or $600 to pay your phone bill, or even $7,000 to pay your credit card bills. I've been researching government grants for over 25 years, and government officials don't even know about these programs. And you've never seen a book that's so easy to use. Here's a program to pay for your prescription drug bills, or a program to pay for your living expenses, or programs to pay for your housing bills, apartment bills, or even your student loans. Over 80% of the people in the United States, including millionaires, are eligible. Isn't it about time you get rid of your debt once and for all? If you don't use these programs, somebody else will. So call now and get free money to pay your bills.
Call 1-800-709-6633 now.
The Screensavers, coming up next.
I'm just an average guy. My dad went to the 3rd grade, was a coal miner till pretty much the day he died. I am one of the lucky ones. My wife will often say, "You're not that smart." And my retort always is, "I'd rather be lucky than smart." 1961, I made my first invention. There weren't CDs or DVDs. Phonograph records were it. My invention was a record player turntable with an arm that made a straight linear track across the grooves instead of pivoting the way tone arms did back in those days. I rolled a strike the first time and quit my job. Decided I was an inventor. Anything that's a gadget, I'll buy it. I love this GPS. In fact, I've gotten to where I can't even drive to the grocery store without it. In my earlier years of inventing, it was such a passion. I didn't eat, I didn't sleep, but it's gotten to the point in my life where I pretty much do what I feel like doing. I'm probably the laziest inventor you've ever met. I invent on my own schedule. A lot of times it's 2:30 in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'll get home in the afternoon at 2:30 or 3 in the afternoon to kind of compensate. I like what I do. I think if I stopped doing it, I'd probably get old and die pretty quick. You get to a point, if you have a few successes, to where you have the luxury of beginning to surround yourself with people that I always say are way smarter than I am. This is a 7-transistor radio. Turn it on, goes in your ear. Now, you might think this is a conventional loudspeaker, but it's completely different. The first thing you notice is no box wrapped around it. It's extremely thin. Think of it as being like a spotlight. So you can now precisely place sound where you want to. Step in front of your favorite soda vending machine. Get the commercial to entice you to purchase. Don't want to hear it? Step off to the side. Luckily, I didn't find out anybody else had abandoned the concept until after I had a number of successes, or I'd have done the same thing, because this was very difficult to invent. We had just the right balance of smarts and not so smarts. We were dumb enough to not give up.
Two separate worlds. One shadow, one light. Where the difference between life and death is a few inches of metal. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, only for Nintendo GameCube. Rated T for teen.
3 years from now, I can see myself in a house of my own and still learning the trade. Now, I'm an EOA technician. Basically, I deal with the satellite linking between locomotives. I got my associate's and bachelor's degree from ITT Tech. At ITT Tech, they took me through everything from basic components, electronics, all the way through software programming very quickly. I really enjoyed school. ITT Tech definitely helped me increase my potential. I like to snowboard a lot, go to the beach, ride horses, just have fun. I remember I did roof construction. It burned me up. I thought, I better get in school. The next thing I knew, I was there.
We are educators helping people build a foundation for the rest of their lives. ITT Technical Institute, education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-327-1172 or visit us on the web. Take advantage of our new programs that include on-campus and flexible online courses to better fit your busy lifestyle. Call 1-800-327-1172 to apply.
If you've been waiting for prices to come down to buy a new computer, then this is your lucky day.
We finally got a computer.
Presenting the AOL Optimized PC. It's ready to go right out of the box. This fully loaded computer has it all. Big monitor, color printer, stereo speakers, and all the software you need, including AOL 9.0 Optimized. AOL wants to help everyone get online, so now you can get all the internet has to offer.
And the best part? Knowing that my kids are safer online with AOL. For me, that's peace of mind.
Just sign up for a year of AOL, and this complete computer system is yours for under $300. Try it risk-free for 30 days. AOL guarantees your satisfaction or your money back.
To order the AOL Optimized PC and a 1-year subscription to AOL, call 1-800-590-3908 or order online at AOLPC.com. Order now.
In my house, which is kind of me, it reflects everything I'm interested in. I love music. I love my computer. I love the internet. This is my favorite room in the house. I have 1,000 DVDs, of which I probably haven't seen half. I've got more ideas than I'll ever get to in my life. I think most things haven't been invented. There's so much fundamental innovation happening that will spawn tens of thousands of new inventions that'll walk by all the great stuff we look at today and think is so cool. It's a personal flying machine. Looks a lot like a helicopter, but unlike a helicopter, it has an extra blade. They operate by rotating in opposite directions, and if you look towards the back end, there's no tail rotor. Want to go straight and level, you pull the stick vertical backwards. And it's intuitive, left, right. It's that intuitive. All these forces that you have to contend with on a regular helicopter are non-existent. But this is the way inventions start. They start off with glue and wire and solder holding everything together. This is a museum piece that I'll keep for a long time. Hopefully when I'm gone, my kids will keep it. The idea with this was not to get out of the traffic down here and go up to the traffic up in the sky, but to be in between. So it's ready to fly. You can use your driver's license to qualify, and you're a pilot in about an hour. An ordinary helicopter costs about $50,000 in training before you get your license. For half of that, you can buy one of these. You own it. For that price, you buy two. I have this slogan, anything you can observe, you can enhance. And it's really great because I'm out there competing with smart engineers in big companies, and I don't see this product anywhere around. I got to do it. It's really neat.
Stay tuned. The Screensavers, next.